New World screwworm. Have you ever imagined how flies lay their eggs? Or have you seen a wound open and infested by larvae? Well, if you know that larvae were laid there by a fly who landed on the open wound, back in 1933, a new kind of fly came into the United States. The ranchers didn't know at the time what kind of fly was laying its larvae under animals' open wounds until a group of ranchers decided to catch a couple of flies and sent them out to the lab to get tested. Once the results were back, the ranchers identified a new fly called New World Screwworm. The New World screwworm is a fly that lays its eggs on an animal's open wound. Once it has laid its eggs, the fly cycle begins. The larvae will start digging and eating its way through the animal's flesh, which causes an infection and ultimately cause an animal's death. Screwworm infestations are very painful. Animals may become depressed, stop eating, and separate themselves from other animals or people. The animal will start to get sick and will eventually die because of this process. The New World screwworm is known to eat the animal alive. Any animals with an open wound will fall a victim to the New World screwworm. That cycle will keep repeating itself until it has met with a sterile fly, then it can no longer reproduce. When scientists discovered the New World screwworm, it took them decades of eradication effort to stop spreading the worm. Dr. Emery Cushing, Dr. Edward Kipling, and Dr. Raymond C. Bushland performed and created techniques that became effective. With a calibration with Dr. Walter D. Patton from the University of Liverpool, they came to a conclusion that stated key to the endeavor was Kipling's theory that insect pests such as the screwworm could be controlled and inundating wild populations with sterile males. Fertile females that mate with sterile males lay eggs that do not hatch. Reproduction would drop with each generation and eventually reaching zero if sterile flies continue to be introduced. After doing multiple studies and almost nearly 180,000 deaths of livestock in the 1930s, they placed a solution to the problem. The ranchers started setting fly traps to have the screwworm captured and then bred with a sterile male to stop the reproduction. The New World screwworm has been under control this past year until November 22nd of 2024. There was a new case of New World screwworm reported to the southern Mexican border, which caused the USDA to close all imports of livestock animals, stated a press release. Secretary Rawlings takes decisive action and shuts down U.S. southern border ports to livestock trade due to further northward spread of New World screwworm in Mexico. That was published on July 19th of 2025. At this time, there is no certainty on or if southern port will open back up again for the import of livestock. Both countries, US and Mexico, benefit from the import of livestock animal. As of right now, the New World screwworm outbreak is currently under control on both sides of the border.